The case for Prince Mohammed's involvement was tightening.
After weeks of denials, Saudi Arabia is changing its tune.
Saudi Arabia now going further, admitting that the killing looks to have been premeditated.
These were not low-ranking figures, so they couldn't have done what they did oblivious to the prince, could they?
The Turkish media had identified all 15 of the Saudis who flew into Istanbul.
Who are these people who are on this 15-man team, one of whom a forensics autopsy expert?
5 of them are reported to have worked under MBS's aide Saud al-Qahtani at the royal court. And one key team member was on the Crown Prince's personal security detail, the alleged ringleader on the ground, Maher Mutreb.
One man, Maher Mutreb, he's been seen traveling with the Crown Prince all over the world, potentially as a bodyguard.
After the murder, the Saudis called MBS's private office. It's inconceivable that Mohammed bin Salman didn't know.
You went on television on Fox News on October 21st, and you said that none of those involved in Khashoggi's death had close ties to Saudi Crown Prince Mohammed bin Salman.
Because he has, these were security individuals. Security people have rotations. They sometimes serve for specific times in terms of security or other issues.
But these weren't just security individuals. Mutreb, who traveled extensively with the Crown Prince, including in the United States, was on the scene. Are you saying that you didn't know that the people that were involved in the murder were close to the Crown Prince at the time that you said that?
The Crown Prince has a lot of people who are close to him or who claim to be close to him. He has a lot of people who take their pictures with him.
Then I asked about Qahtani. Qahtani allegedly ran the operation from outside Turkey. Qahtani wasn't just one of a lot of people.
Look, you're asking all these questions.
He was a close aide to the Crown Prince. Where is he now?
You should ask the public prosecutor.
The public prosecutor won't talk to us.
Then you should call him again.
How is it possible that Mohammed bin Salman did not know of this operation?
Well, I have stated that I believe it's very unlikely he did not know of at least a rendition. I can easily imagine that the decision-making might have been as simple as Saud al-Qahtani saying, we have this dissident, we will conduct a rendition operation from Istanbul, and being told, go ahead.
So you have contacts within Saudi Arabia at high levels that tell you that this was a rendition?
Yes.
But the Saudis insist MBS gave no such authorization. They say it was a rogue operation. You're saying that this is being investigated by the public prosecutor?
Yes.
But at the same time, you have declared it a rogue operation. So you've reached a conclusion that this was a rogue operation before the investigation is complete.
Of course it's a rogue operation. Nobody authorized this. Who would authorize the murder of a citizen?
How do we know until there is an investigation?
It seems to me that you have made up your mind before you watch the
No, you've made up your mind that it's a rogue operation.
It is a rogue operation because there is no authorization for them to commit this crime. There was no authorization for them to commit this crime. That's why it's a rogue operation.
How do we know that this was a rogue operation? You say it's a rogue operation.
Because our leadership says it was a rogue operation, and our leadership has not lied to us before.
There were a series of statements made immediately after the killing of Jamal Khashoggi that have proven to be false, that have proven to be lies.
That were based on reporting by this rogue element. And they're going to be taken to court and face their fate.
The Saudis have been unclear about who authorized the operation. But they have said one man, General Ahmed al-Asiri, the former spokesman for MBS's war in Yemen, was involved in the planning. You know General Asiri?
Yes.
Do you think he's in any way capable of mounting an operation like this?
On his own? Absolutely not. He wouldn't dream up a plot like this. This is a servant of the state, used to taking orders. It's just not in the nature of how the Saudi bureaucracy works. They got caught red-handed. They attempted to come up with a cover story but the cover story doesn't add up.
It was carried out poorly, and the cover-up was one of the worst in the history of cover-ups.
There's so many holes in your story. The story that you put out there, even the president in the United States said this is the worst cover-up I've ever seen.
With all due respect, we put out the stories as we have it based on the facts that were established. We have never in the history of Saudi Arabia had a situation where a Saudi citizen was murdered. This is not how we operate, and this is not what our values are.